Politics and policy on stage in Sacramento as Governor Newsom and other leaders answer questions about taking on President Trump and taking back Capitol Hill.
In tonight's Politics at Large, Steve is live at the Downtown Commons at Politico's Sacramento Summit with the big names and headlines coming out of tonight's event. Steve?
Yeah, just outside the Sawyer Hotel, one of the big questions entering the night was U.S. Senator Alex Padilla. His interest in entering the California governor's race. We'll have his answer in just a moment. But first, just in the last few minutes, Governor Gavin Newsom, the final speaker, he was asked, would he enter a debate with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Last summer, folks were writing your Politico obituary.
Luckily, I don't read obituaries.
California's epicenter for state politics on this day inside Sacramento's Sawyer Hotel. Governor Gavin Newsom, the final speaker at this Politico Sacramento summit.
Would you debate Arnold Schwarzenegger on Prop 50?
No, I have no interest in that.
No way? What about
interest? Because that's for you. It doesn't serve the public in any meaningful way. It's theater.
Governor Newsom quickly dismissing any idea of an Arnold Schwarzenegger debate on redistricting. The event bringing a who's who of political and policy leaders into one room.
Could you have a greater influence in the governor's mansion?
What makes you say that?
It included U.S. Senator Alex Padilla. Pressed on whether he would enter the 2026 governor's race, Senator Padilla tried deflecting the questions.
Are you ruling out a run for governor?
Focusing on this November.
So it sounds to me like you're not ruling out a run for governor.
Sounds like you're going to keep asking.
Do you think there's room for more folks to get into the field?
Well, I think there will be more folks because this is California. So I wouldn't say that we're fully done yet.
Current Democratic gubernatorial candidate Katie Porter spoke about Padilla possibly entering the field.
I've always been a defender of and advocate for the decentralization of power, wherever possible. And I think that when I'm governor, we need to recalibrate that relationship.
Republican gubernatorial candidate Steve Hilton also talked about the need for change in California. A new poll released on the governor's race showed Porter with an early lead, with 38% of voters still undecided. California's cost of living, housing affordability, and homelessness are the biggest concerns in the state. This summit bringing some of the state's biggest political names to one stage. Governor Newsom focusing on California's fight with the federal government and President Trump.
I mean, come on.
Let me ask you about a couple of your...
Wake up, everybody. Wake up.
Let me ask you about
Excuse me, and I know it's impolite. We have to be more calm and demure.
So the governor actually spoke for almost 1 hour at this Sacramento summit hosted by Politico. You could probably hear there's some shouting behind me. There was a protest that actually entered the lobby of this hotel while this summit was taking place. About 100 protesters from a group called Jews for Peace protesting U.S. aid to Israel. Those protests continued in the lobby, blocking the front doors of the hotel. While this summit continued on, it did not stop Governor Newsom from his talking tonight.
Yeah, politicians, when they were on the playground back in the day, they must have played dodgeball because a few of those questions they certainly dodged, but interesting development. Steve, thank you. Appreciate that. Live outside the Sawyer.